you two, just so I don't hear whatever the hell you're saying whilst I'm doing the thing, and, well, let's go. Right, where's the stream then? Where's my stream? I can't see it. I swear to God, I can't view my own channel. Share. Oh, come on, mate. Ping. When's I'm gonna ping? And there we go, right. Race about to start. Get my commentary face on, and there is a formation that. Okay. Hello and welcome to Formula V D1 Hungary. You might not recognise, actually you will recognise my voice. I am your commentator is me, Suzuki, the Mercedes team principal here at Formula V, and on pole. And whilst we're on the formation lap, let's run through our grid. You have Troy on pole position, then a lot of cars starting on soft. You have a Troy on pole on the medium tyre, then Jetpack, then Rio, then Mercedes driver Oliver, Niels Hendrick, Fraser, Mamazelda, the Monster in P8, Victor, Verify, Jammy, Pink Eye, Final Flame, IDS, Jacobo, Oliveira, Joffo, and Tibbs in the Aston Martin, right at the very back, unfortunately. And this is going to be an interesting race. It looks like we're going to have some rain early doors, according to the forecast as stated from the driver. It looks like we've got some rain already, so I think the softs look like the right decision. But we are going to be starting on the slick tyre. That could be quite chaotic. But the drivers are now lining up to the grid. Let's see what the 18 drivers on the grid have to offer for us in the virtual. So I'm just going to get my camera on Oliver. He's in P4. He'll offer us a good view of the start. And nothing to note of, Jacobo has been disqualified from the formation lap. Let's get this race underway. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out, away we go, and it's a good start from Rio. And it's a great start from Rio. He's gone up to second already, was fighting Troy. It looked like almost into turn 1. Oliver keeps his position in P4, and there's a crash. There's a spin, I think, for Fraser Fishy and Oliveira both at the back. And Tibbs made his way up to P12 through the chaos, jamming up to P9. Victor up to P10. And Jamie spun. It's quite chaotic, and we got a safety car, full course safety car, on the very first lap of this race. And there's still a little bit of chaos going on behind. Not a car slowing down. I've never seen this before. Ever also commentated, just the cars sorting themselves out there for the moment, and there is a spin. IDS, He's got himself in the barriers. And one interesting way to start this race, Oliver reclaims the position. Josh Tomo has got no front wing. And let's see if there's anything else going on, anything interesting. Now go up to P13, verify. Still in a bit of a mess, and I believe one of the McLarens is without a wing. And I believe it's his Fraser himself, Josh Tomo, the monster, are all going to pit, I think. And Oliver's going to stay out. I think this could be for Inters. Let's have a look. And the monster has a damaged wing. He's going to replace that. He's going to get the Inter tyre on, and off he goes. Of course, Mademoiselle, the Pink Eye, and Josh are all doing that as well. Interesting move, but I think it could be the right move considering the fact that this is a safety car. The rain's going to come down, and everyone else is pitting. So everyone up from P1, I think, to P5 has missed the opportunity to pit. And Troye and Rio, I think, are in a perilous position. They're in the worst position of anyone on the grid at the moment. The rain's coming down and they're on less grippy medium tyre. Jetpack and Oliver won't be having it particular conditions don't improve, which I don't think they will. And some people calling for no restart the track. Jacobo final flame, and Tibbs are on soft tyres. I think Tibbs had a spin, and I think predicted pit strategy, I think we're going to have to throw out the window because there is the rain, of course, coming down. And I think we have no restart. We're going to have to wait for the Inter runners. We're going to have to wait, I think, another lap or two. And it's going to be the right move. Tibbs is going to pit. Everyone is pitting. Everyone who wasn't on the mediums previously, as Jetpack spins on the pit entry and he's out of the race. The man who started P3, and he's already gone on lap 3 of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Yeah, there we go, as to be expected. And Tibbs has either got a penalty to be served or he's being held. But now he's going on to the insert. And the rain is properly coming down. You have to get on those Inter tyres. And the monster from P8 is now up to P4. And we have a few people in chat calling for a restart. Which I don't blame them for. It has been a chaotic race so far, but I think we're okay for the time being. And CPI Troy in the Mercedes sandwich. We're in the safety car. So then, quite a chaotic start to this race. The rain is piling down, and we have had no restart confirmed by Jacobo. So this race, the show will go on, according to the admins. And Mamazelda has had Rebel haven't had the best of seasons so far in Division 1. They have had one race win, I believe, or a sprint win, courtesy of Crack, Mexico. But they haven't had the best of seasons. But Mademoiselle is now in P2. I'm sure Austin watching on, he'll be very happy with this. And Alfa Romeo, that consistency. Always at the front. Josh Tomo again in P3. And it looks like everyone, nearly everyone was caught up. This final flame, who is on the wheel, I believe, he is at the back with Jacobo. Tibbs is he lost his wing? Let's see what's happened to Tibbs. Yep, he's lost his wing onto a new set of the Inns tyre. They should have plenty of those around. And off he goes. But the interesting thing is, Troy is only P5, but Pink Eye in the lead of the race. And let's see where everyone started. I'm sure there would have been a few people who came through the grid. Pink Eye, 11 positions, and Josh Tomo, 14 places. So we've had big winners and we've had big losers in this race. All the top four seem like big winners so far. And safety car is in this lap, as confirmed by the in-game race control. And Pink Eye is going to lead us away. And we're interested to see when he restarts. He's of course going to need good traction. And Pink Eye deliberately trying to block Ramazelda at the last corner. It doesn't seem to be working. He is just on his tail. And there goes Pink Eye. Oh, and Ramazelda having a huge loss of traction. And it's almost 3 wide going into turn 1. Troy is going to be on the inside of the monster. And Troy is up to third. What a brilliant restart, just confirming. It's not going to be fast. He's got the racecraft to boot. Let's watch the monster. Is he going to go around the outside going into turn 3? He's going to try, but he hasn't been able to do it. The Red Bulls look pretty close together, and there is side by side. Well, we're going to looks like they've all sorted themselves out. Fraser Fishy right on the back of the Apataris. Oh, Niels Hendrick. Niels had a bit of a mistake at IDS. I think he's going to go through. A lot of chaos right at the back of this grid. I think onto and side by side, Niels makes some corrections as Jammy's going to go up the inside. Oh, and there's been and Niels has. It looks like. I think you have Novus here, but he's turned right into it, and that has ruined both of their races. And Josh Tomo has got a penalty. Let's see what it is. It's 5 seconds, I think he might have sped it. And there's another safety car for Final Flame. A nightmare day for Ferrari, and with Ray in a perilous position in the championship. This is the last thing he would have wanted. And that is another safety car. And I think with 5 laps of racing we've had maybe less than 2 shows how mental this race is. Or it's a, is it a virtual safety? No, it is a full course safety car. The safety car is just coming out of turn 2. And Johnson is going to be the first to greet him. And more people are going to be pitting. Tibbs, Fraser Fishy, Niels and Jammy all coming out the pit. So this shouldn't be the longest of safety cars, but we're going to have to see. I think it will come in at lap 7 or 8. And Tibbs is out. I wasn't looking there, but it's an Aston Martin retirement. And Aston Martin are in quite a perilous position with P15 and 16 at the moment. I reckon the safety car should come in on the next lap. And Josh Tomo has got a heck of a job ahead of him when the safety car restarts again. I don't think many drivers in the world of league racing would want Pink Eye and Troy right behind them. You got pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, the Haas Army and Verify in the pits. And Jamie's going to have to pit again. So I think there might have been an incident between the two of them that I missed. And, well, that's the safety car, so I'm afraid there's not pretty much I can do. I haven't got a co-commentator next to me to keep you entertained. And John Tomo has made up 15 positions. He started 16th in this race, and in 7 laps, he's now P1. This is the sort of stuff you would see in open lobbies. To be honest, and Mamazelda has spun, I think. He has spun. He's lost his front wing, and there, I think, I don't know who was involved with it. Helium saying Jamie and Tibbs wet. It didn't work. Yeah, unfortunate. But and a safety car is going to come in this lap. And let's watch from the back of Rio in the Red Bull. Or should we look from the view of the AlphaTauri IDS? And hopefully, and I'm hoping to God that we can get some racing once again, because we've had almost no racing laps so far during this Grand Prix. I think we've had a fifth of racing lost on us, if I've done the calculations right. Now Drossov has got a heck of a job behind him. He's chosen to go now, and that's a very nice restart. Overtake on. And it looks like, and there's more chaos again. IDS are going to restart the safety car in the pits. And the monster is going to go round the outside of IDS. And he's looking to get P3. Let's see what he can do. He's going to go down the inside. That's very risky from the Mercedes driver. Now let's see if he can do it. It's going to be a difficult move to make, especially against Pink Eye. And he remains side by side. He's got the overtake on. He's giving it everything he can. And he hasn't been able to do it. Is there any battles, any more battles happening? Let's look at Verify, who is battling with Fraser Fish. He's going to go down the inside at the chicane. Is he going to get both of them? Is he going to get both of them currents at the chicane? Verify is almost going to do it. And he got very close. So that is a fantastic little move from Verify. What a fantastic dive past Fraser Fishy, and Jacobo gets past Oliver. Oh, he's gone off the Mercedes, and he rejoins in P9. He's going to go wheel to wheel with the Oliveira. And Verify is going to look to battle with him as well. Is he going to try and sneak one in around the outside? Oliver's going to go back up the inside of Oliveira. There's a little bit of contact. And Johnson, no credit for him. He has pulled away from Troy and set the fastest lap of this race. Yep, sorry, Yannick, forgot to do that. As Verify goes up the inside, back up the inside of Oliveira into turn 1. It's a move well made, and that puts him into the top 10. Troy, you know how quick he is. He is on the back, as it looks like on. And Troy looks like he's on the back of Josh Tomo. You know how good Troy is. Championship leader for a reason. Josh Tomo hasn't had the best of luck this season. He has been at the front. We haven't seen much of this of him in the lead. It's going to be full wet soon. I would have to agree. That's how things are going at the moment. And Oliver has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah, Helium. We could see full wet soon. Let's see how the conditions develop. It's only getting worse. I think these drivers are going to want to stay on the Inter for as long as they can. And as this battle progresses, is there any more going on at the back of the grid? Going on. Let's stick with Troye and Josh Tomo then. It's harder to overtake in the wet, and it's not that easy to overtake at Hungary, even let alone in the dry. So I think Troye is going to have to produce something special in order to make this thing be right on the back of the Alfa Romeo. They're on there. In fact, Josh is 20% more in the way of ERS. So I don't think it's going to be easy for the Haas to get by if Josh uses his overtake right and he's able to frustrate that Haas. He just needs the whole station, I think, and I think keep it in the middle of the road. As I say that, Josh makes a mistake, and there is a yellow flag. It's a Red Bull, and it's Zelda, I think it is. I don't think it's at a moment, and IDS and Jacobo are having a battle, and IDS I think maintains his position off P6. Fraser is on the back of Oliver. He has a little bit of a twitch coming out of turn, I don't know which corner, and the monster is side by side. And Pink Eye, I think he went round the outside, or he's on the inside of the final corner. He's got plenty of ERS in the bank, and he's going to make the move done unless Pink Eye can go around the outside of turn 1. The monster's going to have to do well to defend this one, and I think he has got the move done. And the Mercedes driver, he's not had the best of seasons, is now on a podium position in the wet. And is the Red Bull going to get past Pink Eye as well? He's going to go around the outside of turn 4, going into 5. He's going to go around the outside of turn 3, sorry. And he's made the move done. Superb stuff from the Red Bull as Pink Eye goes side by side through the line, through the turn 4 crest. But he's not able to do it. And that is Pink Eye down 2 positions in a sector and a bit. I think I saw a relatively close battle, and I know what it is. It's Fraser versus Oliver. Fraser officially, of course, he was second, or is second in the Drivers' Championship. He finished, I don't know where he finished in Singapore, but he had quite the comeback drive. And there is Verify, ready as ever to pressure him. The Alpine driver looking. Of course, they're both behind the Mercedes. So Oliver, it's relatively tight between this P9 and P11 battle. Oh, and Oliver makes quite a big mistake. And Fraser's fishing going to look to pressure him. And let's see what he can do. If he can get past, well, he's had a big mistake in the final corner. And there is Verify. As I said, he's looking to pounce. I think he will pounce on this opportunity. He's going to go down the inside of the McLaren. He might get Oliver too. What's he going to do? Is he going to successfully complete the double overtake he failed on the a few laps ago? And he has done. Superb moves from Verify so far in this race. He has provided us, I think, with the most entertainment so far. And he's already just behind his teammate Victor. Oh, and I can't believe it. There's another safety car, and the monster is up to second. So what happened? Jammy's on medium tyres. There goes Zelda. But what happened? Another safety car so far in this race. We haven't had too many racing laps. Zelda's going to pit again. It's been a disastrous... It's been a mixed day for Red Bull. With one of their drivers P15 and the other in P3. Oh, and Troyer is at a slide coming into the pit. And Pingo's got a drive-through. They're speeding under safety car. And the monster is pressuring Troyer going into the pits. And everyone is going onto the full wet tyre. Has anyone else gone onto the wet? I don't think so. Troy is on the wet tyres too, so I think it is the call. It is the right call to make, with a few people staying out on the intermediate of IDS Verify and Oliveira choosing to stay out as Oliveira makes a mistake. Yeah, a lot of people choosing to go onto the wet, more people choosing to go onto the inter. One second. I'm back, so I wonder what the conditions are at the moment. I mean, if people are going onto the wet, that means lots. And it looks like the people who stayed out are committing to the inter, aside from Fraser Fishy going on to the and not going much in the safety car. Sorry for the lack of commentary. Make sure to get back to it. Alright, there still is racing to go once safety car comes back into the pit. But I don't know if we have to wait for. I think we'll have to wait for Zelda 38 seconds behind the next car. So I think we have to wait quite a while, maybe a lap or 2 laps. And Troyer is pit again. Troyer back into the pit. The monster is in the net lead for the first time in a long time. And I don't know what happened. Did he go on back onto the... No, he's serving a penalty and he's held up his teammate. He is holding up pink whilst he's doing this. I cannot believe what is going on. And I think the safety car is going to continue on, and Mademoiselle is back with the rest of the pack. Hopefully the safety car is going to come in this lap. And the safety car is indeed in this lap. So let's see if the Inter-runners have made the right decision. Is everyone on the full wet? Has everyone on the full wet? Has the Conservative decision of going on the full wet been the right choice? We're going to see as IDS in the AlphaTauri is going to lead us on our way back. Some beautiful racing laps, which is what we like to see. Wait for him, he'll wait, I assume, until after the final corner. And he's chosen to go. Oh, he's had a big slip, big mistake. And Verify's in the lead. And Rio made his way into the net lead himself. The Monster is going to make his way past IDS. Looks like the full wet on the right side of Rio is immediately made his way into the lead ahead of Verify. But that is a mega restart for the Red Bull driver, and exactly what they need. The full wets, are indeed the right tyre. And what a restart that is for Red Bull, especially against this Mercedes team at the moment, who are in for an unlikely podium. The first, second place is Portugal, and big battle. Looks like Oliver's going to get past both IDS and Victor up to P7. And Jamie is doing relatively well in the Aston Martin. And Oliver is going to make his way past Oliveira. The two Olivers. And Oliver, he's just punted Oliver, he's just squeezed him. And he's going to have it's going to take him a while to get back on track. And there goes Oliver. Oliver, of course, left Aston Martin to go to Mercedes, and he's going to go up the inside of the former Aston Martin driver, and he's going to take 5th place in doing that. But is he going to get Verify on the Inter? It's going to be a difficult one, but he has done it. He's made his way up to 4th place. And that is critical for Oliver, as Jamie is now just up behind Verify. But what a restart for Rio. He's now into the lead. I believe his second. He hasn't been in Formula V for long, but he is making an impression so far in incredibly difficult conditions. And Rio has made a big mistake. And it looks like the race has settled back down. But the biggest battle so far is for P1. Rio's made a bit of a mistake in the Monster. We know he hasn't won a race this season. I don't even know if he's won a race in Formula V at all. But I'm sure he'll be doing the best he can to make that change. We know what he's like as a driver. He is Bruiser. And I don't know what's happened, but the nightmare situation with Mademoiselle and Iris. I think Oliveira has had a spin. Or there was an incident, no safety car. But now the lead, and now the gap in the lead is only 0.6. As we're going to go over the line, and Monster with a little bit of a mistake coming out of the last corner. Let's stay on board with the Monster as he pushes for the lead in Hungary on the full wet. I think the Red Bull has got a little bit of a pace advantage. Josh Tomo doing a brilliant job in P3. I think this is still the biggest battle on track, even though the gap is coming up to 1 second from 6:10. Rio is doing a pretty good job at the moment. So I'm sure he won't be calm in that cockpit with the Monster behind him. And now the closest battle on track is Victor versus Jerry. Victor was a race winner in Singapore last week. I'm sure that confidence will still be ringing loud and clear as he goes into this one, and he's going to use that all way and try and get Jerry in the Aston Martin, of course. Victor also an experienced driver in his racing. Jamie though has got a little bit more ERS and he isn't slow either by any means. Of course, a champion in Division 2. So he's running already. He is quite successful in Div 2, and I think he's also successful in Div 1. And of course, even more experienced than Victor in Formula P, in Formula Virtual, and go through the blind pressure turn 4. He needs good judgment through that, especially in these wet conditions. And basically he's looking a little bit quicker, that car looking a little more light on its feet. Oh, and Victor has to make another correction. A little bit less dramatic than the one he had to make in Singapore, defending against the two Hasses on the final lap. Jamie looks like he's made a bit of a mistake going through the last sector, and he's made another one going through the final corner, and Victor is just going to go straight through, and he's going to claim P5 straight away from the Aston Martin. But Jamie is going to look to try and get him back to turn on, but the Aston Martin hasn't got the straight line speed, and I think I saw a mistake there for Oliver going through turn 1. He's not catching Troy on the inter tyre. Very interesting choice indeed. Troy, of course, possibly the best driver on this grid. I'm sure he is cutting no corner, no pun intended, and making sure he gets past Verify. And RDS, I think, has got past Oliveira for P11 on the old Inter tyre. Commitment to that tyre. In fair play to them, and Jeremy is still about a tenth behind Victor. And Josh Tomo is in the pit. Is it good enough for instance? I don't know. It's kept raining. The wet tyre is arguably the best tyre to be on. that it could be damaged. And Josh Thomas on the inter. And Jamie, I think, has made the same decision. And I think Verify is... I don't know if he's catching on pure pace. Let's see the lap time. The 33.8. Which is comparable, I think, to those on the inter tyre. I think the monster's made a mistake, or he's got on a little bit of curve. Razor Fish is causing ball. There's a little bit of a battle between wily old Fox, Jacobo, and another great driver from Razor Fish. He's going to go round. Fraser's going to go around the outside. No, Jacobo's going to go down the inside in turn 3, but now up to turn 4. A difficult corner to get right, even in the dry. And Fraser is going to go. He's going to use his confidence from being at P2 in the Drivers' Championship to P9. And the Monsters decided to pit for the inter tyre. Looks like the conditions have improved. And let's see if Oliver's decided to pit too, so it's a double stack for Mercedes. It's going to have to be a smooth one. The Monster comes out the pit, and it's going to be a nice double stack for Mercedes. No problems there. Oh, there was a slight problem. And they're getting his wing replaced as well. So not ideal. But the Mercedes garage, let's see if Victor is going to jump him in the pits. I think he might do. And he does. By quite a big margin. And the Monster, let's see if he can possibly get past Rio with his undercut. He's just behind Josh Tomo. I didn't notice that. Mercedes on the new inter. He's come out right behind Josh Tomo. The undercut not working for the Brit. But let's see if Josh Tomo can possibly catch the Mercedes driver. And Troyer is going to look to get. And Troyer is right on the back of Verify. Max versus Alpine. First versus third in the constructors. Mamazilda. Just the fastest lap on Inters. This is the right tyre. And let's see where Rio is. Because this could be an undercut from Mercedes. The gap is 22 seconds. And the Monster is just going through the middle sector right now. And let's watch this. And let's watch this stop. It's gonna need to be a good one from Red Bull. And looks like Red Bull have delivered. Great release. And that is exactly what they need for their man. And it looks like Rio is going to stay comfortably in front as Josh Thomas sets the fastest lap. The race has got a 5-second penalty for crossing the white line on the exit. And Troy sets the fastest lap on older Inter. He's going to go down the inside. I'll verify. Very wide going into turn 1, and Troy has made it work. And he is up to P4. Is the man in the Haas. And he has made it work. Now the Monster has got the undercut. He's got a slight undercut. The gap is 2.1 seconds. He's just done a purple first sector. And I think he's really going to have to push if he wants that lead at the moment. Josh Thomas is struggling to keep with him. And Verify makes a little bit of a mistake. Jammy. And the Victor is right behind Jammy. And that battle, I think, is still continuing. Jammy is, wasn't looking, got back past Victor on the new tyre, possibly for an undercut, looking at the tyre ages. Compared to one lap. As the Monster sets the fastest lap of the race at 28.3. Significantly quicker than anything else we've seen, as Troy sets a 28.3 himself. So Rio, I think, hasn't made any significant gains to his lead. Must have done a similar time, I'm assuming. And he's going to need about 3 seconds in 11 laps. With the monster behind him, if he wants this race win, if he wants to bring it home for Rossin and for Red Bull, and he's got another 2.5 seconds or so to do it. But the lap times for these two are relatively similar. They're gaining, they're losing in different areas. And Fraser Fishy just behind Victor at the moment. The 28-1, massive lap for Rio on the fresher tyres, I think. Which is still just behind Victor and Jamie. Which is still just remaining behind Victor and Jamie. By the looks of things, no real overtaking going on. Oh, it's a bigger battle than I thought. Oliver right at the very back of this. And Oliver, we know how good of an overtaker he is. We know how good of an overtaker Oliver is from his time at Singapore. Absolutely fearless when he wants to be. And a monster. In pursuit of that win, sets to 28-0 and has chipped into that gap ever so slightly. Looks like, and Oliver with a 30.0 in this traffic. I think he feels he's being held up, and Giacomo makes a little bit of a mistake going into turn 1. And Giacomo and Fraser looks to be the closest battle at the moment. Sorry for... Oh, and Giacomo gets a penalty. Giacomo with a penalty at the moment. And Rio has responded back with an excellent lap of 27.6. But he's going to need to gain 2 more seconds on the monster at the moment if he wants his race win. They're on nearly identical levels of ERS at the moment, showing their pure commitment towards getting this win. Fraser with a great lap of 28.8. But there is Giacomo right there. He's going to go up the inside, he's going to try it, and the gap just wasn't there for Giacomo, it didn't appear. And Oliver, there we go, he's right behind Jacobo. He's used to that feeling of frustration, but he knows also how to get past. I know I've said this twice, it's just like, but he has proven he knows how to overtake, and I think he's going to get to prove it as we go down this straight. He's got a good exit, he's got the overtake, as he gets a penalty, but he's going to go down the inside, going through, there's a little bit of contact for, as the track dries up. Rio sets the fastest lap of a 26.5. Oliver is going to go round the outside, going through the last corner. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Is he going to spin? I don't know if that was wing damage from Jacobo, but they were sure fighting hard. As Oliver sets a 27.9. We could see the track dropping up to the six. As Oliver is going to go down the inside, going into turn one. He's being cautious on braking. I can tell that. And now the monster is going to, Oliver is going to go round the outside, going through turns 2 and 3, and he's made the move stick. What a brilliant move from Oliver, and he's done it again. As I said before, this battle overtakes where he wants, and this time he chose to do it through turns 3 and 4. What a move. And Rio and the monster are both up on their times, but I think Rio is looking the faster of the two drivers. As we move into what really looks like enough conditions for slicks. The monster's got to do something, otherwise this lead is slipping away from him. And I think he's going to box. They're both going to box for dry tyres, and only 5/10, really 6/10 now between Mercedes and him, moving away from this race win. It's pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, sticks. And unexpectedly, it's already dry. Everyone is now pitting onto softs, and it looks like the monster has just gone into the lead with a 2-second advantage, and he's going to need all of that if he's going to win this race. However, Jacobo is Jamie is past Jacobo for P6. Alpine are having a solid day in P7. There aren't too many battles going out on track. Let's look at there aren't any close battles on track due to the shuffling of the pit stops. No battles out on track. Everything looks to have been cancelled out due to. And 1.8 seconds between Rio and De Monte. This is going to be a straight dogfight on slick tyres, low fuel, right to the very end of this race. .5 seconds of gap. The track is dried up, it's now clear skies, so you can get this in Troyer now. Of course, with this, I think really to his advantage. One second now, the gap. Rio is gaining in incredibly quickly. His pace is looking right on the money compared to the monsters at the moment. And Rio, looking at the quickest of these two drivers, is taking more speed through every corner. And the monster's going to have to defend this so hard, going into turn 1 with 4 laps to go at this Grand Prix. The monster's got DRS, he's got a little bit more, 20% more in fact. Moving on to the main straight, he's got the DRS has been enabled. He's got everything to his advantage. The monster can have to defend. Going to turn 1, let's Rio makes an aggressive send, and he almost does. You can clearly see And Rio is going to go side by side with the monster, almost going through turn 4. He's pushing him every way, and he's gone. Obviously, he's made a slight mistake, so maybe just a millisecond maybe for the monster to breathe. There's nothing you can do. Rio makes his intentions clear towards the Mercedes. I think he's got a little bit of wing damage. He's on the steering wheel still, keeping up incredibly well, I think. As we go through the middle sector. I think he does have wing damage. Oh, he's spun! Oh, and there's big... Oh, and the monster, oh, what an unfortunate day for him. He was just in beneath, he's got damage, and now I think he's going to have to box. And Rio's going to go down the inside without a win against Josh Tomo. I think he'll be reasonably P10 unless Oliver gets past him. And Troy looks like he's going to be back in the battle for this win as he closes up on Josh Tomo. And there's a safety car, I think. Late safety car. Very late. And Josh Thomas decided to pit Troy, I think, doing a slight bait. And Rio, I think, he's going to pit. He had no wing. He stayed in third, and now I think he's going to pit, verify. It's going to be the beneficiary from this. I think no, I think Jocelyn wasn't getting his wing done. It's going to be tight between him and Verify. And is Verify going to get past? He almost has. Jocelyn is just going to keep the position. And Troye back in the lead. Oliver's turning me now. He's had 3 front wings, I think, damaged, I think. I'm not sure what exactly happened. And Johnson is going to have to do something out of the bag if he's going to win, and the safety car is indeed in this lap. I mean, it's a good restart from Troy. Sorry for missing a little bit of that commentary. But now we are back on the way, and Johnson was using all his DRS, but not enough to get past Troy, eh? Johnson on ever so slightly near the soft, and he'll be wanting that win, I think, as badly as anyone will. And we have just about 2 laps to go. And I think it's pretty easy to tell, surprisingly, who has a better face, and it's not the man in the lead. I think he was coming away already. even though he's on U-soft compared to John Tomo's. Oh, and Rio and the Monster fight. Rio and Oliver fighting very aggressively in front. Oliver has had some big contact, I believe, and he's lost his front wing again. And I don't think he'll be happy with that at all. And he's been spun round as well. Now back to this lead battle. 1 lap to go. The two Ferrari engine junior, the two Ferrari engine constructors. Of course, the ones that aren't Ferrari, and now we're battling head to toe, blood, sweat, and tears on the last lap of the race. And Verified pulling out the slipstream for seemingly no reason. It looks like Troy is going to cling on to this as we go through the first sector. As Pink Eye sets the fast lap of the race. It looks like Josh Summit hasn't been able to hold on, despite his valiant efforts. Troy is going to hold on, and and of course showing us how good he is as we go through the last two corners of this Grand Prix. It looks over for him in the middle of this race, and there's been a mass crash behind us as Troy wins Hungarian Grand Prix, and it looked down and out for him, but he brought it back, and Haas are the race winners. And I don't think anyone's surprised by that. But there was a major crash at the end of the race that I didn't see. And what a race that was. Troy showing everyone once again why he seems to be the best driver on this grid. So then, let's look at the race results. It was quite a chaotic race, but it was Troy from Josh Tomo from Verify, who Brits on the podium out of 3. Then Jamie, then Victor, then Rio, then Fraser, Jacobo, Niels, Pink Eye, Oliveira, Oliver and the Monster, Mavazelda, IDS, Tibbs, retiring, Final Flame, and Jetpack all retiring, so not. Verify and Josh from 15th. He had a heck of a start and managed to maintain that podium. So, well, and I suppose that is the end of the race, and I suppose that'll be the end of my time at commentating. So, thank you very much. Thank you all for watching, and good night.